Hey everyone, it's been a while since I uploaded an iPhone video or an Android video, and this is something I wanted to show with you because I was curious myself. So, floating around the internet and on eBay and other sites like that, like the Alibaba Express, are these iPhone 6 conversion cases so you can convert a 5 or 5S into a 6-esque phone. And I was really curious to see what it would look like and what the construction would be. So I went ahead and I got one. So, what we're looking at right here is a fully functional model, which is currently charging. Fully assembled, minus the silver buttons, because it was just a little too much of a headache to go through and change that in my books because it was so functional as it stands. So we'll start from the back. Separate little chrome Apple logo. Is you seat it in the housing, you tape it or glue it down. It scratches pretty easily, which is kind of a bummer, but I suppose you could always polish it back up. But it's a nice little touch. Get a little closer, you can kind of see how the housing is divvied up, much like how a 6 is, or I guess because it is modeled after a 6. All the lines are functional, so that's how it kind of breaks up the housing. I wasn't too pleased personally with the SIM card tray. It's kind of rough going in there. I suppose you could maybe sand it a little bit to get it in there. It doesn't fit like contoured. It sticks out quite a bit. Not, I guess, physically, but you can definitely see like where it is. It might not be a make or break for some people. It's just something that brings to my attention. There are some deviations in, I guess, like the plastics on the case. You can kind of see here where it's raised up in some spots. That could be just from seating the motherboard in there. If there's, it's not sitting 100% properly, but it is kind of like loose plastic. You can push it in. So if you really wanted to, you would go over the housing when you first got it and glue everything in, so it wouldn't move around. But that's neither here nor there. It's still fully functional. You can barely notice it, just in a couple spots. I would say this is intermediate to advanced level. I guess that's very subjective, but I found it all right when I was doing it. I haven't taken apart a 5 before this, and I figured it would be all right, considering the construction was very similar to like how the 3G was put together, because everything pulls from the front rather than the back. So I went ahead and I did that, watched a video on YouTube on how to disassemble a 5, and I just kind of reassembled it back onto this, because all the mounts are the exact same. It's just aesthetically changes on the outside. Overall, really nice shape. This one was well made. It's not like bumpy or like scratched up, or there's no like funny lines or anything on it that show that it's kind of a weird, like, is it a real iPhone? No, it's a real iPhone aftermarket housing, which is kind of cool because, I've done stuff like this forever. You can go back and look at my old videos, and I was always replacing housings on iPhones and BlackBerry. So I was really excited to do something like this again. Because, again, I wanted to do this since the iPhone 2 and 3G. I wanted to swap the housings because I felt that the aluminum was a better construction than the plastic. So aside from that, all the buttons work. Mind you, it's still charging, but that just shows that it's operational. So there you have it, everyone. That is what this housing will look like. There could be some slight deviations in colors, of course, depending on who the supplier is. This is the white and silver one. I could have gone with the space gray, but I wanted to go with the white screen. So, mind you, the buttons kind of throw that off. Aside from that, really sleek looking phone. Still quite fast for, it's a couple years old at this point. But great quality. So you can find the housings now on eBay and sites like that for about $30, $40, $50 or so, around there. So if you have a Beat 5 that's getting all scratched up and you want to throw a new housing on it, make it look really cool, without having to go sink your wallet and get a 6. I recommend trying this out, especially if you have the time and patience. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped a lot of you that were curious about this. And, thanks for watching.